You have any questions about how to go live, friends. So I'm here running late as usual. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to go over to the TikTok streets and share tips and strategies about how to go live with ease and confidence. Okay. So we're going to build that out. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. This is my 10 o'clock live, but it's almost 10:30. And so thank you all for joining. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to make sure I'm connecting with you. Make sure I'm connecting with all of you. So feel free to come in and ask questions. Let me know if you have any questions, friend.
Isn't the new trend coming from China that is?
Let's see. Um, okay. All right, friends, we're going to go live. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm setting up. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. I was seeing a message that came through, so I wanted to make sure I can answer it, but I will go back and answer it later. So appreciate you all joining. In the meantime, we're going to get started on these TikTok streets. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. You guys going to hear me say the words that matter to the algorithm is listening for words that will help with identifying the individuals that are best for my live stream. In the meantime, make sure you give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. And we are live. TikTok Live, live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips, tips to go live, live streaming for beginners, new live hosts. If you are new, come in, ask questions. We are talking all things going live. So come in, ask questions on how to go live, live streaming tips. Come in. Thank you so much. Hey, Deb, how are you, friend? Let me know if you have questions. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live stream. So this is my 10 a.m. live, 10 a.m. Eastern. Feel free to come in, ask questions on how to go live, on TikTok Live. So I do this early. Hey, Miss K Latte, how are you, friend? Come on in. Just loving. Thank you so much for being here. Just loving Liz. Welcome, welcome. How to go live on YouTube? Well, welcome, friend. How are you? Thank you for connecting. Is that a question? Let me know. I think it's a question. And tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you guys have questions. My YT family is talking as well. So I just went live, guys. I'm so behind. I had to catch up on messages. I wanted to make sure I connected and answered some questions that were lingering in my inbox. So I wanted to make sure I got to all of those questions. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I stream on YouTube Studio. So YouTube Studio, when you go live on the back end of your YouTube channel, you can stream from there. So I click and I'm streaming from YouTube. Yep. So that's what I'm doing. Yep. I've been missing you. Ashley, I've been gone. Well, you know what? In all fairness, I haven't been on my regular schedule. Yeah, we did our agency retreat and it was such a beautiful experience. I had such a great time meeting and connecting with people in person. So it was so beautiful. But with that, I have not been on my regular schedule. So today is the first time I'm back, I think at 10 o'clock. I don't think I did officially 10 o'clock-ish because I'm late. But I don't think I did my 10 o'clock. And I did my 4 yesterday. I was on time kind of for my 4 o'clock. So, but I'm just getting back to my regular schedule. You said I thought it was just me, but I found a temp job and fell behind on time. Okay, gotcha. All right, friend. Well, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. Others who are coming in the beginning of my live, we always do kind of that warm up. So we warm up the room, we get people here, and you see those hearts flowing. It's because you're literally tapping the screen. Those taps will create the hearts under my name. We try to get to 10K likes. Those are likes. That's what those hearts represent. We try to get to 10K likes in 10 minutes. So that's what we're doing. Thank you all for coming in. If you're new to the room, put new in the chat. I think many of you are my returners, so I appreciate you being here. Cajun Queen and Vanessa, you guys look newish, so welcome to the room. Appreciate you both being here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you for sharing out the live. Just lovely, lovely Liz. Appreciate that as well. Yeah, the share button is here. TikTok has been putting prompts up to let you know percentages of people engaging. I just think that's so fascinating that now they have it down to the percentage. So you just know if I say something to the room, if it's that you hadn't shared the live, you haven't followed the live host, you want to do those things too, and make sure you're liking the live. Those likes attract more views. All right. Thanks for the welcome. My second visit. Well, welcome, friend. Nice. Thank you for coming back. Let me know. Do you go live? Do you go live at all? Let me know if you go live. Thank you on my YT. I appreciate you all being here. Make sure you guys give the live a like as well. Thank you so much. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Those are coming in. We are 3.5 minutes in. We're a little behind in our pace. So if we can pick up the pace a little bit on those hearts, the liking, that would be greatly appreciated. I used to go live. Want to get back into it. This is the time to do it. Sherry B, welcome to the room. Sherry B, I sent you your invite yesterday, so you should see it in your system notification, or you can go to the Live Center, scroll down to Tools and Resources, and then you should see it there under the Creator Network. So you are ready to go, friend. So let's get going. Once you accept, I'll send you the information the to join my database as well. So there's a web link you're going to need to complete as well. That's the second part of this journey. So I appreciate you, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Let's remove our bad actor trying to scam folks. Thank you so much. Hey, Linda, welcome to the room. Jody, welcome as well. We got almost 5K. Well, is that 4.2K likes? Let's see if we can pick up that pace for 5 minutes in. See if we can get those likes going. Velma, welcome to the room as well. So I appreciate that TikTok said a returner shares tips on TikTok. What are you talking about? A returner shares tips on starting to live stream. All right, all right. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Thank you, TikTok. You got that one wrong. Hey, friend, how you doing? Okay, you're over across the pond. Welcome to the room. Good morning, Brent. How are you, friend? I'll look at it now. Okay, perfect, perfect. Selena, thank you for grabbing that Daily Heart Me and the Dr. Lisa Cares. How's everything going for you, friend, as well? How's your life journey? Wynette, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for the populars as well. I appreciate it. Thanks, good. Good. Hoping you're doing what great. I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. I feel a little sluggish today. I think I didn't get as much rest. I came back and kind of got into my routine and really should have just taken a day to rest a little bit more. So, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good for a good cause too. So, hanging out with some people I met on these TikTok streets. So I loved this past weekend. Live journey feels like a strain right now, but I'm okay. 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 Well, look, level 17. Congratulations. So you're doing live journey and you're doing all the battles too? Yeah, it could be a lot. The good thing is we're gonna kick off Community Fest this week, so you'll already be comfortable, I guess, because that's a lot of it. The battles sound like the treasure boxes and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully they keep it the way they did last year, but we'll see. Uh, JNT, you said I could do with some rest. I've been busy campaigning for my disability awareness fundraiser. Okay, nice, nice. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the lightning bolts. I appreciate that. I'm good, Dr. Lisa. Thanks for asking. You are welcome, friend. I'm still trying to grow like, still trying to grow like me. Just 25K to go. Oh my gosh. You got this, friend. You got this. And that happened. I tell people most of my followers came from the live stream. Majority. Easily 75%. 75% came from lives all day. Would not, you know, I want to give some credit to the content side, but majority came from here. So just keep that in mind. And I've been going live daily, twice a day for a year and a half now. I celebrated I celebrated my year and a half anniversary, live anniversary on June 1st because I started in January 2025. So just know it. Consistency is one thing. Discipline, I tell people. Patience, patience. This time last year, I wasn't growing at all. TikTok had me on the fringes. I was being iced. People didn't know I was live. I was with an agency, left the agency. That's what happens. I'm an agency now, but just keep that in mind and tell people that if you want to leave, talk to your agency first and see what your options are. But just know that there is a consequence on the other side of that. So just be aware of it. Great day. How you doing, Keisha? Welcome to the room. No, Kenisha. Thank you so much. Hey, babe. Baby, baby. Welcome to the room. We're at 7.3K likes. We are 8 minutes in. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit. We're at 7.3. Let's see if we can tap and get ahead. We want to try to get to 10K in 10 minutes. RCV, welcome, Grace. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for those populars, Lynette. Appreciate you as well. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you so much. Where is it again? Laugh out loud. I can't find it. Okay, so when you are on your profile, you're going to click TikTok Studio. Okay, so on your profile, you should see TikTok Studio. Thank you for those populars. And the daily, Dr. Lisa Cares. Thank you so much, friend. So on your page, once you click TikTok Studio, you'll see post at the top and you'll see live. On the live side, so go on the live side, you're going to scroll down to where the section that's called Tools and Resources. There's an arrow. Click that arrow. It's going to show you all the boxes for tools and resources. Soda Pop, how you doing, friend? Thank you, friend. So once you get there, I want you to pause. And then I want you to look for Creator Network. It may say Join Creator Network, but it's one of those boxes. And that's what you're going to do. All right? I've seen incredible knowledge. Oh, see, and which domain do you receive your doctor? Oh, okay. Which discipline? I am a doctorate of leadership in education. It's under the School of Education. My concentration was higher ed administration. So thank you so much for the hand heart. That's the title gifter. Appreciate your friend. And then I worked for 25 plus years in higher ed administration. So I'm been a senior leader at a couple different campuses and worked on the private sector of higher ed. And now I am teaching as a TikTok coach. Thank you so much. But no, I'm an agency owner and manager and a TikTok coach. So I do that here. But yeah, so higher ed, PhD, not an MD. Yep. Thank you all for coming in. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you as well. Come in. Let me know if you have questions as well. Night nurse, how are you, friend? Happy Monday. Soda, how you doing? Soda, what is your next battle? Keep me posted, friend, because I think you're now nationals. So you got a big one today you got to do. Let me know what you want to do. Others coming in, we did hit that 10K. Thank you so much. I think we hit it at 11. I'm going to say, I'm in 10 minutes. It says 11 now, but we're going to say it was 10 minutes. It was probably right on the nose. I'm going to do like 30, no way. You need to get with Creative Soul. Jennifer, if you I think that's the person you need to team up with. She's down. She does easily 30 in a day. So yeah, she is your person. I would say connect with her. She's a good person to also see the strategy too, in terms of how she does it as just these random battles. So it's just quite interesting. Hey, Lisa Bailey, welcome to the room, friend. I appreciate you. Others coming in, thank you so much for joining. This is my 10 o'clock live, so I usually spend some time. We're going to talk about the topic at hand. I usually spend the early part with that engagement. You heard me doing small talk. We're getting those taps up. We're chatting away. People shared out the live. Let's see if we can share out the live a little bit more. If you click the arrow here, it allows you to share it, repost it, add it to story, all the things. So let's see if we can get that going. That engagement. Thank you so much. It is in my showcase on YouTube. Appreciate you, friend. But yes, so all the things you want to do to kind of help the room get activated. And so that warm up is important. I tell you guys, I know some of y'all come here and y'all want to go right into your topic, right in and just start talking. No, don't do that. You got to do that engagement first. You got to get the room activated. Spend that first 10, 15 minutes activating your room. That means people are coming in, you're chatting, you're doing the small talk. You can click their bios and try to get them to engage more. But that's what you want to do. And that tapping is so important. Or something else I want to tell you. Something else I want to tell you. What's that, Soda? Let me know, friend. Uh, you said I'm on a scavenger hunt to find as many international battles as possible. Oh, somebody was in my room just now from England. Where's my England person? Who's 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 not in the US and Canada? Another agency wants to do a battle event with us. Oh, nice. Okay. Let me know because I'm trying to get a battle event. I'll put it in the system and I'll tell the manager how to find us because I'm gonna do like I did last month. Ideally it's better and more organized, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it like I did last month and see if we can get some more better participation, better pairing. If we pair early, I think the ones that got paired earlier and it happened was the way to go. I think that's the way to do it. So we'll see. Um, yes, that's my mistake. How I will get to the topic with two people inside the room. Yes, you got to start that warm up. Yep. Yes, that they're also a new agency. I think we can get some good pairing. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm happy to help. Happy to partner. Count me in on some battles. Okay, okay. Lisa Bailey is down for the battling. Soda's doing a campaign. She's in the FIFA Live League campaign. It's like the soccer one with that happening soon nationally or internationally. So she has to do the international pairings. That's what's happening now. Good morning. How you doing, Quiet Acre Farm? Welcome to the room, friend. I need to get back in the game. I love that. I love it. I did a live on Saturday night for 2.5 hours. Very nice. Look at you, friend. I love that. How did it feel? Peacemaker, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. The Julia Jones. Julia Jones, when we going live? Friend, we gotta go live. Once you guys get in the agency, you gotta start your live journey. You gotta be up and moving. Unfortunately, I can't keep you in the agency if you're not going live. So I want to make sure you guys are getting the most from it. You said I felt fine. That's good. That's good. So the 2.5 hours felt fine, and then you're gonna do some more. Let me know more. Your next schedule. Got it. Yay. Yay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Still have nothing to talk about. We talked about this. Didn't you get Okay, let me start here. I'm gonna start. So Julia, stay with me. I've been going live for 3 weeks every day. Look at you. Awesome. So now you accepted. I'll get a notification. Once I get a notification, I'll do it after the live. I'll send you my webpage, Sherry B. So I'm gonna send you my webpage. You're gonna fill that form out. I'll send it in the inbox, so you'll get it from me inside here on TikTok. And you're gonna fill that form out. Once you fill that form out, you'll get an email confirmation. Go to that confirmation and click my school community so you can join that as well. Okay. Bring on the bling. Welcome to the room. Okay, great. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yes, I'm going at it again. All right, friend, you got this. Okay, so here's what you're gonna talk about. Talking is not my problem in the in the least. Okay, it's like what to talk about. Gotcha. Okay. Do you use ChatGPT or any of the AI? I'm gonna give you a prompt. I'm gonna do it early in this live. I'm also co-streaming on YouTube. So what I say, you can go to the beginning of my YouTube, probably 20 minutes in, and then capture it. If I say it too fast, if there's anything you're missing, go there. You can get the prompt 20 minutes in of the YouTube channel. Only caveat is it probably won't be available for a couple hours. They don't post it immediately after I get off the live, but you'll at least be able to go back and get it. Okay? So I'm going to do that early. I'm going to do it in a few seconds. A few moments. Over here, I have to learn strategy rather than rambling. There we go. Yes, perfect, perfect. I love that. Thank you all who are coming into the live. We have not gotten our flash goal yet. I usually wait for the flash goal, but I'm going to give this prompt really quickly. If things are slow or you run out of things to say, you can have affirmations and interesting facts. I'm going to pin this because Soda is absolutely correct. Hey, y'all. Do not sleep. I need to put some in my showcase. Do not sleep on those affirmation cards. Thank you, Janae. Appreciate you, friend. That looked good with the lipstick. Ooh. That was cute. That was super cute. I like that. Thank you, friend. Hey, my own therapist, welcome to the room. Others coming in, thank you so much for the shares. Laura, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys sharing out the live. I pinned Soda's comment because I wanted you guys to see that. Those affirmation cards there in TikTok shop, they have all types of them. Pick something you like, and you can make that. It's a great way to stretch out the time, a great way to just have small talk conversation for you to come up with different ideas and topics to discuss. Interesting, very interesting. You can do an affirmation card for your viewers. Say, hey, I'm gonna pull one for you. Let me know if you're interested. Luna does it all the time, and it's a great time stretch too. When I held my longest watchers, I was singing. Okay, look at you. That's good. You might want to sing. Yeah, make it a sing along. Take requests. Awesome. Okay, here's the prompt. It's a brainstorming prompt. I use it. The preacher in me starts preaching laugh out loud. Okay. I use it as a way for it to come up with some ideas for my niche, for my topics, and for who is my target audience. I tell people all the time, you're not coming here talking to everybody. You are talking to a specific group of people. Okay? That's the idea, that your audience, and I tell you all the time, is a reflection of you, whether they are, my people who are nervous, afraid, introverted, or the people who want all the answers before they get started, because you got to make sure you're checking the list and checking all the things to do correctly. Those are my people because I'm that person. Okay? I get y'all. We the same. Now, I may not seem like I'm quiet and introverted, but I am. I am a quiet. I like my peace and solitude. I come here and you see this personality come out. All right. So at the end of the day, that's what you're doing here. You're talking to your people, your tribe. All right. So you want to be intentional. Thank you so much, Janae. You want to be intentional about that. And you want to say the things that matter to them, that are going to resonate with them. All right. He said, I'm quiet too. I am the list maker. There we go. I'm a list maker. Y'all, look at me. Look at me. Do I need to tell y'all? I got notebooks on top of notebooks on top of notebooks. On top of them notebooks. I got two sitting here right now. I do, and don't let me get started with the post-its. Post-it queen. Post-it, post-it, post-it. There's post-its all around here. I got more into the notebooks right now. This is my notebook season. Post-its was like last year. I may come back to post-its. So, but notebooks is what I'm doing now. You said me too. So I'm just telling y'all know your people. So this prompt is gonna help you. You said I always make notes. Child, me too. I have a library journal of notebooks. Thank you so much for lighting up that Rose's gift gallery. I appreciate you, friend. Yes. So you said you're so sweet. You said I'm gonna post it too. Hey, Lori, mom, how you doing, friend? Hey, Simply SP. So I'm just telling you guys, I get y'all because I'm y'all. Okay, so that's why I say you got to make sure you're talking to your target audience, because that's the big thing about digital. This is a digital marketing space. This is a subset. We are currently, hey, look at your donuts. Light up the donuts. Thank you, friend. Grand Rising. Hey, friend. Um, this is live streaming. On the other side, we have content creation. Then you have the affiliate marketing, which is TikTok Shop. You also have the UGC, where you're collaborating with brands and doing brand deals. So all that is all part of digital marketing. There's other subsets too. Email marketing, all that's digital. Anything you do digitally is digital marketing. So when you think about the concept here, you are marketing to your audience. And any marketing that you do, no matter what it is, you always have an audience in mind. Okay. Again, I use this example as like a real, you know, easy example to follow. But if you think about a fast food burger place, any of the fast food ones, when they do their commercials, they're showing their burgers, they're showing all the great food. At the end of the day, they're marketing to people who definitely want fast food. They're definitely marketing to the meat eaters, not the vegans, not the vegetarians. Okay? And so at the end of the day, they're marketing to an audience. Now, granted, they may have some vegan and vegetarian food on the menu, but that's not who they're marketing to. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. So you got to recognize that you are doing the same here. So even though you're live, maybe for all people, everybody can enjoy it. No. Janae, she does her soulful music and her house music. She does that for people who are interested in soul music, R&B, soul music, and house music. She ain't necessarily targeted people who like country music. That ain't her audience. They may come in and vibe with her a little bit, but that ain't her audience. So just know that's how this is. I want you guys to keep that in mind. She has a great live. She does. And so just know that's how you're thinking about this. You got to think about, who is my audience? What am I presenting? How am I bringing those people in front of me? All right. So this prompt, let me go back to the prompt. So I said brainstorm. You said, right. Country is my word of the day. Is it really? Is it? You're so funny. Soda has words of the day for her lives. So, and then TikTok will interpret it in all types of ways. Because what did you use, board before? And they had a different interpretation for it. um, so, excuse me. So, prompt is any of the AIs, you choose which one. Congratulations, Janae. So, brainstorm 5 examples, because I love examples. I want to be able to pick and choose. That's the control freak in me. Okay, I like to have options. So brainstorm 5 examples of a niche. Niche is your umbrella concept of what you're doing while you're here. So that's the niche. You topics. Topics are the subsets that fall under your niche. The topics you're going to cover. And my target audience. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a title gift of the Kissy Hearts. um, Thank you, friend. And so when it comes to brainstorm, 5 examples of a niche, topics, and my target audience for my TikTok live stream, and include for my target audience the demographics. Are you talking to men, women, international, domestic? Age groups, stay-at-home moms, working class women, and so working from home, retirees. So it'll break that down for you. Psychographic, the think about psychology. So psycho is how you think, and then also how you feel. So that connection to heart, brain and heart. That person, like, what are the things that they care about? What are the things they think? How do they maneuver? What are some things that you want to that you want to know about them? Okay. So that's the psychographic, demographic and psychographic. And then you also have the pain points. Pain points are now not what they think, it's now kind of what they challenged with. What's the thing that they're angst by? Like, what is that struggle that they're having? And ideally, you become their solution. So the struggle for you guys is like, how to get started on TikTok, go live. You want to go live. What are the things you must know before you go live? So you came into my room because I'm offering that solution. I'm giving that guidance and advice. Does that make sense? Drop some parts in the chat for me. So if any of this doesn't work for you, so let me know, Doc. I don't get it. You can just say that, Doc. I'm still lost. And so what you're doing, thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you. What you're doing is really trying to make sure you're talking to the right people. Okay. And so the last part of that prompt, pain points, is good. Yeah. Yeah. So the last part of that prompt is to say, okay, so brainstorm 5 examples of a niche, topics, and my target audience for my TikTok live, based on my target audience, or including my target audience, the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points, based on me being. So based on me being, that portion of that prompt is now all about you. Because I just told you your audience is a reflection of you. So you now want to tell the AI who you are. Okay, so you got to say, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I like jogging, I'm a fitness enthusiast, I love eating healthy, I love to crochet, I love to sing, I love to, whatever the things are that you are going to bring to your live stream. Okay, so think about it from that perspective. You give a little bit about your insight and perspective because then it can help understand what type of audience you're trying to talk to. Hey, Dr. Kim, how you doing, friend? Niche topics, target audience. Yep, yep. And target audience is that subset. Somebody got filter. You might have to rewrite your comment because I don't see it, my friend. But that target audience, that subset is you want to know the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points of that target audience. So that way you know a little bit more about your audience. All right. Have to jump to my live. This has been so helpful. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. And so when you think about now we're coming up with what topics you're gonna cover, what niche. Yes, that makes sense. Thanks. You're welcome. And so with that, now you put based on me being, and you list all the things. You don't have to do a kitchen sink approach. If you want to narrow it a little bit down, I think that'll help you in the AI from you being all over the place. I know we are multifaceted. We have a lot of things we love to do. If you include that, it could help come up with some interesting connections between what you're talking about. But I encourage you not to overlap too many niches. You know what I'm saying? Like, be cognizant of that. So if you're a crafter and a crocheter, you don't want to also talk about your hobby or your passion for race car driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't crochet and race car drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are two different pages technically, you know, or crocheting and fishing. That's again two different things you're doing. So just be mindful of that. Like, I would say if you're going to do fitness is what you're talking about. Fitness can overlap nicely with maybe some nutritional things, some things when it talks about mindset, maybe spiritual awareness. That overlaps. That's that health and well-being, wellness type live streams. So you can overlap that way. But if you're going to talk about crafting and being in that crafting niche or the book talk, I would say different pages, different things you're doing. Are you going to go live with all these things we brainstorm? No. Okay, so that's why I said brainstorm 5 examples. So I asked for 5 examples. You're going to pick examples. So let me clarify that. Also, still can't build my bulletins. Your board, is that what you meant? This here. Let me know if that's what you meant. Um, TikTok will definitely be mad at you, met you if you try to crochet and draw. I know you can't do that. Can't do that. You cannot do that. You can make a crocheted, what is that, steering wheel holder, something like that. Maybe that's what you do. Um, okay, so with that prompt, we asked for 5 examples. So it's going to give you 5 examples. You can look at the examples, and what I tell people, those 5 examples, maybe number one is it for you. You're like, I love what they said for number one. That's exactly what I want to do. That makes sense to me. That resonated so much for me. Now, I'll be honest with you, AI, you probably gonna like 2 or 3 of them. That's typically what ends up happening, because they all have like this nice way of you know uh encompassing the things you do, that you feel like you connect with them, because again you do, because you talked about the things that are your characteristics. So all of them are going to resonate with you. However, I would say pick one, and then maybe if 1 in 3 seems really good, you can run it back again and say, now use examples 1 and 3 and run it again with those two combined. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that. So that way you can kind of feel like, okay, that really is it, because those two made me seem perfect. Okay. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, I see your shop page. Welcome to the room, crochet and steering wheel holder. You can definitely do that. Thank you, Fred, for that daily heartbeat. But so keep that in mind. So with that prompt, now you have your live stream, niche topics, and your target audience. Now I'm going to give you guys another one. The next thing I want you to pay attention to is your outline for your live stream. Your live stream should have some structure to it. Yes, it's not letting me customize my board. Okay, okay. So I'll talk to I'll share the board. Stay with me for a little longer. The board I share all the time, y'all. So I'm gonna share it. I'll share the board. I was like, oh Lord, this board, this board. Well, okay, I'll talk about it in a second. So the other thing I would say now is take that prompt. So it would say you did like example number one. Now you can say, great, because I always like praising ChatGPT. I don't know why I say that. I'd be like, great, this was so helpful. But I'll say, great, now use only example one and create an outline for my TikTok live. Or create a week's worth of outlines, 7 days, because you're going to go live often, maybe 14-day challenge. And so because of that, now you have this outline. You in that prompt, you can say create an outline, create the keywords, and I'm going to talk about that in number one. You got to say the words that matter for your live stream. You are training and teaching the AI, this AI here, what your live is about, who you're talking to, and ideally what those people are searching for because they're interested in your topic. And so you need to know what they're searching for and say those keywords. Okay. So I'll show you an example of that in a second. But ultimately, what you're going to do is ask it for your outline, your keywords. You also can ask it for a script for your intro script. So if you're like one of those people where you come here and you're like, oh, what do I want to say? How do I say it? You can ask it. Ask it to come up with your script. Not that you're going to read the whole script. I think it's just great to have that foundation of how you can start your live. And then you can ask it for engaging questions based on your topic for your audience. So that way you can have some questions that relate to the topic and you can use that as a way to kind of tease out maybe some things people are interested in. And you can ask if you want to make them open-ended. I would lean towards more closed-ended questions because people in the beginning are still trying to feel you out. So, like when I come here, I say, tell me who's new, put new in the chat. So all you're doing is writing the word new, or you're writing hello or something. So something small, put a one in the chat if you agree, if you disagree. So you can always do those things. Drop me a heart. Hey, Queen Nine. Thank you so much for being here. We should have a notepad right on the live because I'm trying to take notes on and missing good some stuff. Say the words that matter for your live stream word keywords. Yes, yes. Thank you, friend. I do co-stream on YouTube, so my same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. I'm streaming right now, so it will become a recording, so you can go back and watch it. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of my way to support because I get the comments all the time. Oh, I got so many notes. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't remember all the things you said, so it is recorded. So it's here for you. All right. So let's go back. I always feel embarrassed bringing up liking and sharing and gifting. Ooh, you got to do that. And number five, I talk about ways to kind of get around that, but thank you. You're welcome, friends. Hello, Patrice. How are you? Screen record the live and then you don't miss the tips. You can go back and look at my YouTube too, friend. Just look at the YouTube. Just saying. I can use the support. I could use the support. Uh, Wait a minute. It did not say that. I'm not, Hey, David. David, it did not say that. It did not. You are making that up. TikTok did not put that in there. That was funny. I said 888 million. Oh, that was funny. Um, TikTok will do that though. It did. I promise. I'm not. Uh-uh. I don't believe that. I'm gonna go to somebody's live today, be like, TikTok glitching if it's there. Oh my gosh. But no, the comments matter. You can tell. Hey, Winnie. How are you, friend? Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you're new to the room, put new in the chat. If you haven't shared out the live, this is a great time to share out the live. We did not get our flash goal yet, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get it shortly. So if you don't mind sharing the live, you can share it. You can add it to your story. You also can send it to groups and individuals, so group chats. And then you can press down on the middle of my glasses, my nose, Press down there to share out the live. New to this live. Thank you so much, friend. So here's the deal. Let's talk about the shares because that comment came up in terms of likes, comments, shares, that type of stuff. New, I do music lives. Nice, nice. You just play music from like Spotify or someplace like that. Tell us more and keep it on. Keep the tapping, please. Yes, tapping. Heart's got to keep flowing. So here's the deal. I teach about going live, and I say this all the time. I teach you how to be a great viewer. All right. So it's a combination. You got the support you need, the comments, the shares, the likes. I call that the free support. Thank you so much. Oh, look at there. That was cute. That was super cute. Thank you so much for that. I call that the free support, support that you don't need coins on your account. You do need the other support too. You need people to come in and get your daily heart rate. They gotta have coins on their account. Got to. I'm just saying. That's how TikTok works. No, I play acoustic guitar and sing. Thank you for teaching us. You're welcome. You're welcome. Wow, that's pretty cool. Um, and so you gotta have the coins in your account to support in that way. TikTok sends that flash goal. We haven't seen it yet, but they'll send the flash goal, and it's typically 1 coin per person. Thank you so much for the heart me. I mean for the level of cake. Congratulations, friend. And so you need that, and then you can support the person's live goal. The gift gallery is resetted today. So if you saw people already clicking because they're cementing uh-oh, they're cementing their name. Hold on one second. I went out my live. They're submitting their name in my live in my gift gallery for the week. So I'll explain that later because I think it is something you need to know because as you go live, you're going to want people to click your gift gallery. So the reality is as you're listening to me, learning how to go live, I'm teaching you how to be good viewers also because you're going to practice this as you engage in other people's lives, mine, your other folks that you want to go to. And then as you're learning the different ways to engage, you're going to be able to tell your community, hey, Diamond, at the end of the day, I think we need to normalize the fact that this is not TV. And so if you have it in your mindset that you're just coming here to watch, like it's television. I think you need to shift your mindset about that first because once you become a live host, you need to tell your community how to engage back with your live. And you need to get comfortable with the fact that you do have to talk about that. Hold on for my heartbeat for the live go. Thank you so much. You said for the love of Hey Creative Club. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Great seeing you in person. Are you cozy in your with your family? You got there safely. Let me know. Yes, this is engagement. It's an engagement app. I'm planning to go live for the first time tonight. I so need to find you. Did you really, friend? Okay. So recognize that this is an engagement app. So at the end of the day, it is not yes, doing great. That's good. All right. It's not the expectation that you don't say these things to tell people to engage. I told you my wish list. If I was to give TikTok, if y'all want to listen to me, if I have any push and pull TikTok, I would tell y'all to create a training just for viewers, a viewer focused training, just so they understand the etiquette as a viewer, because viewers think this is television. I'm just saying. And live streaming is not that. So if they wanted to be cutting edge, there should be a whole little module to say how to be a great viewer. And and then with that, what does it mean to do the viewing engagement, the taps, the likes? Because this ain't TV. Exactly. So just recognize that that is so important. You said, what about agencies? I am an agency. I'm an agency owner and manager. And I'll talk about the agency in a little bit, but agencies, you got to pick the right agency for you. But agencies are good. They're partnered with TikTok. We get training, we get information to support our creators in our agency. So yeah, that's a good thing. You got to pick the one for you. Every agency is different, so just keep that in mind. I watched your live for 300 minutes, not 888 million. So appreciate you. Sherry, we appreciate you. Are we good for agencies? Are we good for agencies? Are they good for us? Zach, it depends. It depends on, again, you got to pick the right agency for you. And it depends on if you are committed to the process. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a live host that's trying to go live once or twice a month, once or twice a week, you don't need an agency. You're not helping the agency at that point. You're actually hindering the agency to a certain extent because the agency has metrics it has to keep. Because TikTok wants the agencies to make sure that the creators are growing and building. And so if you're just complacent, comfortable with being here, and you're not trying to grow your live stream and become better and more visible and making sure that your live is more dynamic and bringing people here, TikTok, TikTok. When I click my watch like that, they named it that on purpose. This was not by mistake. Whoever sat in a boardroom and said, "Hey, we should name this app TikTok." It's because they want you here. The clock is ticking, and they want viewers. They want the engagement. They're trying to build. And so, if you're not trying to be a part of that process, then you don't need an agency. So that I mean, I'm just saying that's real talk. You answered my question perfectly. Okay, you're like. You're like, okay, girl, I see you. You said true, very true. So it depends on the agency too, though, because I mean, a lot of people do need the support and care and training and strategies and stuff. And so I come here twice a day. I try to give as much strategy and information as possible. I know I'm talking to newer content creators and creators in general. And you guys are coming to this app. I'm my generation of live hosts. You know, my millennials, my Gen Xers, my Gen Jones, is spiritual in the room. She told me to talk about Gen Jones, as well as boomers. Y'all, we didn't grow up with this live streaming stuff. Live streaming, what is this? This is like brand new for us. This is not something we woke up and all of a sudden we're streaming and we're influencers and we're all these other things, content creators. This is new content. This is new. Okay. We grew up with the rotary phone. We grew up with the first cell phones ever. you know. So we've seen all that and now we're in this time and we're here. And what do we do with it? Okay. So that's who I'm talking to. So I try to teach it hopefully with some relatable ways for you to understand and connect it to how we live life, how we've lived life, and now we're here. And then also just he said watching the Brady Bunch. Yes. Yes. That's what we grew up with. Yes, you are very relatable. And so I try to do that so we can kind of understand, okay, now we're here. Now what? Okay. And if you want to grow, what do you need to do? All right. Hey, Halleck. Different strokes. So funny. Good times, the Cosby Show, all the shows. I love it. You said, good morning. What support do you offer once someone joins your agency? I do training. So I come here live twice a day. So you get me twice a day, answering questions, helping you understand how to build your live stream. We do a weekly Zoom meeting for the agency. We didn't do one yesterday because we just had an in-person agency retreat. We just did our first agency retreat. We actually met in person. It was a small group and we did it. We made it happen. It was such a good time, such a restorative time, too. Mrs. Treetop was there. This is her shop page. She was there. The Creative Club is under her other page, too. Come to think of it. She's in the room. I saw Miss K Latte earlier. Who else was there? There was 9 of us in total, and it was such a good time. Just good people. Thank you so much for the corgis. Thank you, Fred, for those corgis. Hey, 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 a time was had. It was such a restorative experience too. We made it. We talked about it earlier. We wanted to be a balance of professional development and learning from each other because everybody does different professions. Mrs. Treetop, she's in a financial niche. And so she was giving us tips and strategies about our business and our business strategy for being conscious of how we're growing and how do we make sure we're in compliance with some of the business structures and tax laws and stuff. So really, just really interesting content. And we have our motivational mindset person. That is Coach Rhonda. She'll come in probably in the afternoon, but she came in and gave a great mindset conversation just to kind of get us grounded, understanding what we're doing in this space. Creative Club is the short stuff on her other account, and she talked about your forecast. Did I say it right, Fran? She had an acronym for it. But essentially thinking about how do you organize your systems in a way that's going to work for you in a seamless manner. So she had an acronym and kind of walked through different systems and how to make sure you're um, being intentional about what you're doing, okay? And thinking about the systems you're currently using and how you may have to expand over time or consolidate some of those. So really just interesting stuff. She thought I was asleep. I was listening. I was listening. Thank you very much, Fran. You said that's what you said I appreciate it. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Um, sounds like that was a wealth of experience. It was. It was a great time. We laughed a lot. We ate a lot. We had a good time. We relaxed a lot too. So it was fun. It was like so I'll give the story. I'll tell the story. We were at the pool and we looked like we was like a family reunion, to be honest with you. I'm just saying. We looked like a whole family reunion. And so we had matching t-shirts and everything on Saturday. And so I guess somebody finally read our t-shirts. And I know one of the ladies said at the breakfast, she had shared that we were TikTok creators, content creators, and live hosts. And somebody was really, the person she shared it with was really surprised. It's like, oh, wow, you're on TikTok like that. So we were at the pool and another woman came up and she was admiring one of the women's swimsuit cover up that came from TikTok shop. It was really cute too. And so she was sharing that. And so she went inside and about 10 minutes later she came out and she said, "So what do y'all do?" So she's like, why are you ladies here? What's going on? And she said, so we said, well, this is part of our TikTok retreat. We're with an agency and we're here on a retreat. And she said, yeah, my son said you guys were TikTokers. So we're like, yeah. So, the reality is we're changing the face as like I said, millennials, Gen X, boomers, we're changing the face of what it means to be a TikToker. We're not just about the little lip sync videos and the dancing routines. We're professionals. We bring knowledge and expertise and wisdom to this space. And so if we continue to expand that and think about how are we growing, we're going to be a force to reckon with. This is our time. So I just want to make sure you guys know. You said Gen Zs. Soda, I'm sorry, it's Gen Zs, and then Jen Jones, and whoever else. Just no, are you Gen Z for real? I think you are, huh? I think you might be our Gen Z. You and Glow. I think you might be our Gen Zs for the agency. Happy Monday. Hello, hello. That's funny. Yes, so we had a good time. It was fun. It was so fun. You are a force to be reckoned with. You're so sweet. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Love to hear this. I trust we made tons. We did. We did. Well, you saw the one video we did. That was the one video. We did the it's in my story and it's on the agency page. I'll post it the agency page here. But it was super cute. That came up. Coach Rhonda came up with that idea. She said we should do something. So we did the video where people say, I'm not this, I'm something else. And then the last person we're in a line and the last person says, well, I'm that thing. So we said, I'm not the agency manager. And each person said what they do on TikTok. And then it got to me and I was like, I'm the agency owner and manager. So it was super cute. We had a good time, y'all. We had a really good time. And that just came up. We was like, hey, let's do some content. So we took lots of pictures of the hotel, pictures of us connecting and stuff. I need to sit down and post the content. I'm gonna post some more content. I did two videos on the agency page. Our bags and t-shirts. I just posted that yesterday, and then I did the video that we did. And so, yes, no, I said for the Gen Zs to take over. I'm millennial. I was about to say you're millennial. Thank you so much for the roses. I see your friend, Sweetie Pie. Appreciate you. Good morning, Lady T. So thank you all. So that actually that was the question about the agency. So we did the retreat this past weekend. So we usually have weekly meetings. We have a school platform, SKOOL, where you can go there and get more resources and information. I just posted our live strategy guide. It's a three-page guide to help you through pre-live marketing. So how you think about your live and how you market it. Also, pre-live setup And then once you come live, what are the things you're saying? We talked about those keywords, the things you're going to do to kind of get the algorithm used to you. And so all that is in that guide. I released it to our agency folks first. I am going to probably make it a limited release for people to get from my stand store if you want to purchase it. And I may even do a few giveaways this week and next week with Community Fest launching. So I may do a few of those too. But just know that's a great tool. I treat it as a ritual. For me, these are literally the things I listed there are things I do before I go live. All right. So thank you so much, friends. Let's in the meantime, you said how nice, yes. And so in the meantime, I was gonna get back to here. Thank you. Hey, Lady T. That looks good with lipstick. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you for that. What else? Thank you, Mrs. Treetop, for the roses. Look at you. It's in school. Yes, it's in school. So grab it out of school. It's in school. So some of y'all hadn't joined school. Some of y'all don't go over to school. So it's there for y'all. Okay. So you got to get over there. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Um, so what else? Agency talk. We do group chats here and stuff. So trainings we get invited to trainings. So I'll be sharing excuse me, I'll be sharing the next time creators can come to another training that are in the agency. So TikTok will host trainings just for agency members, and you can invite your creators. And so you guys typically get first access to other information that TikTok is having out there. So they did community guidelines, I think, in the month of April. I'll see some if some new ones come up for us to do. I know they're going to be doing webinars and information for Community Fest, so that should be coming out soon too. Um, is a battle. It's a battle for the roses today. It happens every week in my room, doesn't it? I skipped class. That's why I missed the retreat. Honestly, I'm excited. We said we were going to plan another one next year. We'll see where and what location in particular. Um, I'm excited about doing it again. I do say that I appreciate it being smaller this time. Thank you so much, Bella, because I think we were able to kind of feel our way through it and kind of get a sense of what we can do and can't do and what the retreat should look like and maybe even manage expectations on the for future retreats so people understand what we're doing in this community so that there's not any unrealistic expectations about what happens at the retreat. I don't think we're making this like some big conference. We need to find a balance of R&R, community building, as well as some educational reflective moments. And so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, yeah. So it was good. It was a good networking experience for all of us because some of us we go to each other's rooms here and there, but there was a lot of wealth and knowledge in the room and information people were sharing. And so it was really good. And then we're a community that is still very much you know, we were all women, so no offense to the man in the room, but just women and just talking about life and experiences and stuff, and we needed to have that moment to exhale. So it was really good. It was a really good experience, and again, we got all types of personalities. So we got some friends in the rooms that literally should be comedians. I'm gonna say that. All right. So we had a good time laughing and joking with one another. So it was good. Yes, and that's pretty much what happened this weekend. I was amazed. It was amazing. Yep, it was. It was. So, Hallie Q, you put California out there. Cali. What did I think short stuff said Lake Tahoe. She put that out there. I was like, okay, okay. We gotta see. I was fear of missing out all weekend. I love that. I love that. But everything is not funny. That's okay, friend. At the end of the day, we had a good time. Thank you so much, Creative Soul Club. Yes. Oh, Lake Tahoe. Yes, that would be fun. I like Florida. Florida, yeah, Florida. We were at a hotel that was um that was beautiful. It was a Marriott, and the outdoor amenities where it was looking at a little lake, a little waterway lake area. They had Adirondack chairs all around it. They had like a little patio, walkway, gazebo area that was really, really nice. We're having a mini one. So it was a great way. We actually did our retreat. We were going to do it indoors. So we was like, you know what, let's take it outdoors. And we kind of secluded ourselves to that area. We took it before anybody got to it. And we took that area over and put our chairs there. And that's where we met before going to our lunch break. Lake Tahoe is 2 hours from me. Is it really? Oh, wow. I've never been, so I would love to see it. We're having a mini one in California this month. Yes. So a mini, what you mean, like a retreat? Are you talking about that conference too that you were talking about for YouTube? Is that what you meant? Let me know, Soda, because I'm so intrigued by that. Can you give example of how an agency can assist someone with issues with TikTok? So agencies have what's well, TikTok gives us a platform called Backstage. So when it comes to violations, and if you're going to get at risk of getting banned, you can submit inquiries on behalf of your creator. Now, again, TikTok has to still look at it, evaluate, and approve it, but you could do that. If you're having issues with TikTok, there's a list of issues we can submit inquiries on your behalf for and just see what TikTok says to kind of mitigate it. But at the end of the day, there's only so much agencies can do with your account because it's your account. So you got to make sure your account stays in compliance, and you got to make sure that you are also submitting help tickets and all that stuff too to get things resolved. So it really is your account. So agencies can protect you if there's some stuff going on with your live stream particularly. But if there's some other stuff going on content side, then you got to make sure you advocate for that, especially also when it comes to scammers and money issues. Agencies can't do that for you because it's your account. We don't want to get caught up in situations that could also, everybody's not trustworthy. So you don't know if an agency person can kind of take over your account in a negative way. So you got to be careful with that. All right. So your account, when it comes to those matters, you have to mitigate that. Let me know what you meant though by that question, because I want to make sure I answer it correctly, because it is based on the live stream experience that we talk about. Let's see. Um, Thank you. You treat everyone with respect. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Always. That's my approach. VidCon is a big deal. I know. I know. I'm interested. Yes, the conference, and you got a hotel for it. I can't wait to hear about that, Soda. I definitely cannot wait to hear about that. Um, he said, "Good morning. How you doing, Cleopatra? Thank you so much. Appreciate you." Good morning. Good morning. I notice that folks aren't gifting. I am wondering if it's me. Say that. I notice that folks aren't gifting. I'm wondering if it's me. Tell me more. What do you mean in terms of just generally gifting? You gotta in your room. Let me know what you meant by that. Like they're not supporting your live goal. They're not supporting your gift gallery and stuff. You're gonna have to work on. Let me know what you meant by that before I go down a path on what that looks like. So with an agency, you abide by the agency and TikTok guidelines. Um, yeah, I mean the agency is abiding by TikTok guidelines too. Yeah, absolutely. So agencies. So so every agency does things differently. Let me say that first and foremost. Every agency does things differently, and at the end of the day. You're going to have to find an agency that's the best fit for you. Some people in my agency, the way we operate, we have been trying to build a community, but there's some people, your live stream is your live stream. I always have to tell people that because at the end of the day, not everybody from the agency is going to come to your live. Not everybody's going to engage with your live. It's up to you to go out and network and connect with people. You make a decision on how much you want to do that or how little you want to do that. That is totally up to you. Okay. And as a result, you got to make sure that you also think about how you may be limiting some of your knowledge and understanding if you're not fully taking advantage of all the information that's being shared. So I have people who have been doing their own thing for quite some time and they seem to be fine. And then I've had some people that say, "Oh, well, I was doing my own thing, but I didn't know." And I'm like, "I'm here twice a day." So I'm probably one of the most consistent people on these TikTok streets. I come here, and if I don't come, I tell you why. So you know when I'm coming back. So just recognizing that you got to figure out what is your personality, what are you looking for, what do you need, and you decide how the agency can support you. Because at the end of the day, your stream is your responsibility, but the agency's there to give you knowledge, information, and guidance in a way that hopefully will keep you from having issues with TikTok or making some drastic mistakes. All right. But the information is shared in multiple places, school platform, here on the live stream, emails. So the information is out there for you. So, but that's how my agency operates. Somebody else's agency, they may not do that. They may say, hey, you know what? You get it on our Discord and that's it. And that's it. And that's how it works. And they don't do all the other stuff. Um, okay, not supporting the live goal. Yeah, so let me get to number 5 because I'm gonna let me tell you, Michaela, that's probably something where you're gonna have to think about a couple strategies to get people to engage in that way. Um, and I'm gonna give you a couple in number 5 because it really is that. Number 5 is all about, okay, what are the goals you have for the room? Whether it's your live goal, whether it's your super fan numbers, whether it is your Surface Plus, whatever you're doing in your live stream, you got to think about strategically before you go live, like what do you want people to do? And so, and I know we're gonna have a one-on-one soon, so we could talk through some other things too, in that one-on-one. But I'll give a couple in number 5. So stay with me for a little bit. I know people aren't gifting as much anymore in the last few weeks. Yeah. So yeah, again, you're gonna have to go back maybe to your strategy and maybe shift things a little bit. It's true you are extremely consistent. Thank you, friend. I love that. Yes. Gotcha. That helps me understand better. Yep. My card been a problem. I've had a fraud report for the bank. A new card on the way. Okay. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Miss Treetop. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friends. Let's see. Oh no, that was Cleopatra. I'm sorry. That was Cleopatra. Miss Treetop was before that. Sorry to hear that, Cleopatra. Thank you, friend. You said, yes, there's an agency recruiting me on a different platform and it's Discord only. Yep. Yep. Not to talk bad about Discord. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it though. It's just something about the way it's organized in there. It just seems so cluttered to me. And it's hard on my phone to kind of know which of the headings is actually highlighted. So I find myself just clicking through stuff, and it just kind of in my mind it's just unorganized. So I don't like the appearance of it. So I think that's my biggest issue. Not that people I have a couple accounts that use Discord only, TikTok accounts in particular. Service Plus, it uses Discord. So I'll go over there and look, but I find myself being inefficient because I'm like clicking around trying to figure out where to go and what not to do. What is Discord? It's like a chat space for where TikTok uses it quite a bit. Different group chats, and then other agencies use it. Um, I don't know, Soda. Maybe you can explain it better. I don't. I said why did I say Soda, but I think you would know Soda. But it's pretty much another chat space. I use Discord on my computer only. Do you? Okay, on your computer. I didn't think about that. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why. I just thought of it as a phone app. Okay, interesting. Um, yes, it's not always needed, just in case. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. I do have another card, but I will try to put the card in place. Okay, gotcha. So yes, so it's like another communication tool. Hey, voice guru, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. The layout is better on the computer. Okay, that's good to know. I'll have to see, log on in on the computer and looking at it. All right. Um, you said I use Discord for communication with my community. Gotcha. Yeah. Um, got it. Thanks. You're welcome. Discord. So school you got to pay for. School does not have a free community. So you're paying for something each month. I think Discord has probably some paid versions of it as well, but they do have a free version. Um, I think again you need to know your audience. Doc, you missed my first comment. I missed it. Okay, let me go back and see it. Um, I think you got to know your audience in a way that you can really really have the best tool for them. And so I knew with my audience and community, Discord wasn't going to be a place where people would go and want to engage as much as they want, um, as much as they do in like school and other places. Because if I'm not understanding and comfortable with using on a regular basis, I can't expect other people to do it. So that's the way I feel about it. But again, if people use it, then you use it in a way that fits you, and then maybe your community will adapt to it. And a lot of people do use Discord in that way. Let's see. Number six, you have thick, you have to have thick skin to be a live host. That is true. That is very true. That is so true. I did miss that. I totally agree with that, Al. You have to. You have to. And when everything's said and done, yeah, let me just kind of pour into that a little bit because I think it's something to be said about what happens here. You have people who are trolls. You have people who are, sometimes the way people communicate is not necessarily your style, and maybe you misinterpret or you think about it in a way that may feel uncomfortable and off-putting. So you got to have a thicker skin to do this. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Voice Guru, for the hat and mustache. I appreciate your friend for that support of the gift gallery. It's 100% true. I agree with you, Doc. Yeah. Yeah. I, I'm agreeing with L's comment. So, but I do agree. I think it's important. Mike, you said Mike consider using Superfan for Discord for superfans. Why why would you use Discord? Let me take say that back. Let me take that back. TikTok offered another option. So, not to say that you can't use Discord. TikTok offered another option for a group chat within TikTok for your super fans. Um, there is a case to be made for using an offsite out of platform type of chat so that you can communicate a little bit more freely, and it can minimize people sharing and taking over that group chat within TikTok where people are sharing their lives and sharing other people's content and lives. And so you got to kind of manage it a little bit more when you're using the group chats in TikTok. Um, but I think there's something to be said also with being in TikTok and wanting to kind of corral your super fans to be in the app and connect with you and your content as well as your live stream. That would probably be in your best interest too. So just kind of keeping that in mind. I can get why you want to go off platform with them because again, it is some other information added value you can share with them outside the platform, whether it's your other offers and stuff. You could do it here, but I think there's something to be said about if you're making it super fans, I would try to keep them here. If you're trying to think about other ways to leverage that relationship, um, you can also do that here. Somebody who does it beautifully and she's grown her super fan tremendously is Flourish. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, supporting the live goals. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much with the populars and the Dr. Lisa Cares. Thank you so much. I see you, Mr. Treetop. And so just yeah, think about what your goals are for your super fans and what you're offering. And if you do want to leverage them for other opportunities, other offers, not necessarily off, you could do it on the platform and off the platform. That's what I would say. Old school hope. I heard that people can see your address when you go live. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Thank you for that. Let me ask, how would they see your address? Let me, no, no, I'm being serious about it. Like how, like they're seeing your IP address. maybe, maybe it was a shop. No, no, no. I don't see that. No, shop log. No, 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 no. There's no way unless you taking your box with your mailing label and putting it on the screen. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah. I Somebody else tech savvy, somebody more tech savvy than me. Is there anything I'm missing? Heard that from far. No. Unless you're doing something very intentional. So, yeah. What if you printed your location? Pinned your location? No, you're not pinning your location. No. There's no way to pin your location. Nope. No, I don't know. When you pin things, you mean when you're shopping on a live? N- No, there's no way to see someone's address. And so a TikTok shop affiliate, you're not even shipping the products. You just selling somebody else's products. So there's no address to see. As a matter of fact, as a TikTok shop affiliate, you don't even know who purchased the product unless they tell you, "Hey, I just got your microphone." No. There's no way you know it. You don't know anybody who bought from you. You get none of that information as an affiliate. You said as a seller, I think you might see it because you have to ship that person's information to them. So maybe that's it. So there, if you're going to a seller account and somebody is buying products that way, and you're at a seller's TikTok shop, yeah, so they got to ship you the product. Okay, good to know. Yeah, but not an affiliate. An affiliate, this no, you don't have that information. Mm-mm. Yeah, so maybe yeah, that's probably what they meant. They meant that create that person you went to their shop, their live, their shoppable live, and like OMG, I think she was here earlier. She sells earrings, and so when she's shipping the shipping label, maybe she sees the address because she got to ship her earrings. You bought earrings from her, so yeah. Yeah. Are you talking about when you post a video, you can pin location on the video? You pin in your city and state, but again, that's it. Yeah. So I'm not sure your address. And you could pin anybody's city and state. When I was in Africa, I was back in Orlando, pinning Africa. so I was back at home doing those videos. So yeah, it wasn't like, oh no, you can't be in Africa because you in Florida. Thank you, Mr. Treetop. Appreciate you, friend. Let's go. So yeah, they let you pin any address you want to pin. I could pin and say I'm in New York if I wanted to. Yeah, when I ship my pods, I can see your address live out loud. I only want to get your stuff though. Exactly. Okay. Yes. My brother made a joke about someone showing up at my door from a purchase I made. Oh, really? Oh, well, he was joking though. He was joking. Yeah, obviously that is yeah, that's criminal. So yeah, if somebody does that, you got to be careful. Somebody does that. So that is definitely criminal. Um, but yeah, just know, yeah. Thinking I'm going to get a PO box. Yeah, I do only use my UPS box. That's what I use when I'm ordering stuff online. I have a UPS address. That's and I've been doing that for like the last 15 to 20 years because my daughter's about to be 21 years old. So I've been doing that since she was a little kid. So yeah, and so that's how I ship. So I pick up from there for my packages. I don't have many things come to my home address. Yeah. Um, okay. We went way off the rails, y'all. I'm just saying. We in a whole nother conversation. So let me get to these points up here. Looks like the heartbeat came out of the top of your head. Did it really? Where I'm sitting. All right, friends. So no problem, no problem. Um, so let's do this. So the five things. So I showed you guys where you can find topics, your niche. I gave you that prompt. And then we said take that prompt and then use it to ask for an outline, ask for your who sent the treasure box? Oh, look at you, Mrs. Treetop. Super fan treasure boxes out and about, y'all. If you don't know what just happened, it is a huge, big ordeal. Mrs. Treetop, let me put my signage down. She gave a treasure box for the room. Um, and so you guys see it right here. And so in the next 2.5 minutes, somebody will be gifted a month Superfan subscription. I am doing a Superfan this Thursday. What I typically do is make my 4 o'clock live partially Superfan. So I would probably change it over to a super fan only live at around 5:15, anywhere between 5:15 and 5:30. Just depends on what the topic we're covering. But so during that time it will become super fan only. I'll put a sticker up soon just so that people know in advance. Super fan only live on Thursday. Okay, that's neat. Yeah, so she just gifted that. So you got to thank Mrs. Treetop. She is gifting the room a super fan benefit. Super fan, my super fan. I do a super fan only live. We talk about Ask me anything as questions that you can come up in my panel boxes. I typically reserve my panel boxes for my super fans, or if there's a topic that's a real interesting conversation that we need to have as a room, I'll pull people up and we'll talk about some stuff. I typically also, and just keep this in mind, my fan clubs. That's the people who have joined up here. It's you gotta have coins in your account. It's 1 penny, 1 coin. But my fan club, I usually reserve those people who are level 5 and above to come up in my boxes. That means that we know each other. We've been dating a little bit, okay? We've been seeing each other. And so then you have the honor and privilege, because that is a privilege. I don't want y'all to mistake this for anybody should be in your boxes. You don't let anybody in your home, do you? So if you don't let anybody in your home, treat this as your home. So when you have your guest boxes up, then make sure you know the people in it. And so I usually do level 5 and above. And also, my viewers can gift those people. So I want to make sure that we're vouching for them. And when you have your panel boxes open, you want to make sure you're educating your community in terms of how to conduct themselves, because they can get you in trouble if they're smoking, driving. Maybe they got too much shoulders showing, and TikTok is funny about nudity and stuff. So you got to be careful about what they do and what they say in your boxes. Thank you so much. While I smile at the panda. Thank you, Fred. I came back with a couple dollars from this weekend retreat, which was a blessing. So I'm being a blessing. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Jerry in Miami just got back from cruise. Oh, nice, nice. Welcome back, Fred. Super fan. Oh, Rachel Robinson, she got the box. Look at the super fan coming in. Thank you so much, Rachel, the Rachel. Welcome to the room. I love it. Linda Jones, welcome. Hello, my friend Bet You Laugh. I Bet You Laugh. Welcome to the room, friend. I had to read it slowly. I was like, what is that? Renee, how you doing? Hello. Others coming in, you're welcome to say hello. Let us know you're new to the room so we can say hi back to you. So yes, that Rachel, yes, definitely thank Miss Treetop for her generosity. I appreciate your friend. So hey Pamela, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for that grabbing that daily heart me. We had if you guys if you're not gonna come back for the 4 o'clock, you're welcome to give your daily heart me now. Thank you for the populars. You're welcome to give it now because we probably won't get the flash code. We didn't get it yet, but I don't think it's gonna be heart me's because it was heart me's last night. So TikTok got me last night. So TikTok was real dirty because they waited into the room, had 40 over, I think it was like over 60 to 70 people in the room, and they gave me 40 heart me's. So we didn't achieve it, but it's all good. It was all good. Okay, so let me go back to this topic. You said, oh, wow, yeah, TikTok was wrong. TikTok's like, you ain't been going live the way your normal schedule is. So now you got to pay. So it was all good. Thank you so much, Melanie. Marie Joy, thank you so much for that. So this area here, the first one I want to talk about real quick, I talk about going to the home screen and making sure you are searching for the topics that matter for your audience, the keywords, the topics that they're interested in. Okay. Do you save your lives so I can see them later? I'm at work for both of them. Oh, you know what? So they're available on YouTube. I'm co-streaming right now, and they are available to view on YouTube. Probably the 10 o'clock, it usually takes 2 or 3 hours to upload. Once I get off the live, it doesn't pop up immediately. So you should see it maybe around 5 or 6 tonight, today, maybe 4 or 5, 6, somewhere along there. Hooray, yep. Okay, so when it comes to the first one, hey Vicky, I've been talking to people about paying attention to how you are searching for the topics that matter to your live stream. So somebody give me a topic, put a topic in the live, in the chat. Somebody put the topic in the chat for me. And let's do this also. Somebody put a topic in, but let's also add what are the things you must do before you go live? What are some things that you guys do? Put that in the chat for people. So skincare. So I'll use skincare. So what are some things that you must do? What do you personally do? You said blended families. Okay, we'll do both. What are some things that you must do? Okay. What's LDR? Tell me what that means. I'm not, it's not registering. Let me know. LDR, LDR. I'm trying to think, behavior talks. I'm trying to think you are autism specialist, behavioral, behavioral analysis. Okay. Healthy weight management foods. Okay. Okay. Let's start with skincare and let's see, what are some things you guys do before you go live? Do we need two phones to go live? You don't need two phones. It is good to have a second device and a second account so that you can tap your screen, share your live, look at comments, do all the things to get some additional engagement boost, to get additional engagement. Oh, long distance relationship. Gotcha. Check lighting, make a board. I love that. Thank you so much. Make sure I'm in a space with good lighting. I love that. And not a lot of background noise. That's good. Set up my space. Yep. So space. So two accounts is a good practice. It's a good practice. It depends on what you're trying to do in your life, but it is a good practice to have that second account so that it can be kind of that account that does the scrolling. Maybe you're looking at different cat videos, but your main account is about your topic. So that other account is like your, people call it a backup, but it actually is another account. Okay. Prepare board stickers, hook. Yep. Okay. So let's do this. Let me flip my screen so you guys can see it. So I put skincare and I did this on purpose. I didn't even spell out the word correctly on purpose. So you guys just can see what pops up. Okay. So I just started to put in skincare so you guys can see it. So what it's doing here is telling you different search. You see these arrows popping up. I'm on the home screen on TikTok. Okay. So when I look at this, you see routine over 40 products, routine black women, bakery, um, the pharmaceuticals, Skinner's cuticles, routine for over 50. You see products. And so because of that, hey Bounty, those are terms, keywords that your audience is searching. These are trending. Okay. So if I were you, I would take note of this. And maybe your live is about skincare for over 40. So let's look at that. And so your audience, because remember earlier we did that um, chat GPT check for brainstorming topics. It's going to give us keywords too. And you can say, when you look at your demographic, is it women over 40? Maybe you're over 40. And so it might say that that's your demographic. And so look at, what are they concerned with? Are they concerned with their routine? Again, that's something you would talk about. So as you can tell, there's some people who are going live right now because it goes across the different ways you could look at the live based on these keywords. So if I want to look at videos, I could look at videos. If I want to look at the people who are doing lives, maybe some folks doing shoppable product lives and skincare stuff, and just some of the top videos right now. So as you're going through this, you can look and see who's here, and then it will give you some AI information for the different topics too. You kind of go through this and just get a sense of how people are talking about skincare. Hey, Luna, how people are talking about skincare. And when you go live, you write those things down. Skincare routine for women over 40. You're saying those words when you start your live stream. Okay? Does that make sense? Drop a heart in the chat if that makes sense for you all. That's how you're going to use knowing number 5, doing your research, knowing the topics that matter for your live stream, those keywords, and then saying those keywords, because that's going to help drive traffic to your room because you're now saying and discussing. You can make that something on your board. So it could be the top 5 skincare routines for women over 40. Number 5 is going to blow your mind. You gotta say blow your mind. I don't know if you can say that, but you might be able to say it. But you just number 5 is a must do. Never skip number 5. you know. So you're creating your board, you're creating value, and TikTok like numbers. They do like numbers. You're creating value, you're creating curiosity. Number 5 is about the bag. And then you're creating maybe a challenge. Must do these five routine things for your skincare. Number 5 will surprise you. Yes, that's true. It could be that. Could be number 5 is like putting avocado on your face. And people are like, oh, wow. Like, I didn't know avocado was so good for your skin. I think it is actually, y'all. So, and so it could be something like that. You're right. That's it. Number 5 will surprise you. So when you think about running topics from your keywords and creating boards, creating catchy hooks, this is a catchy hook. It's a hook to bring people in. And I have people, and I know we went around multiple topics today, but I had people when I first started, it was like, oh, I'm about to go live for the first time. I'm happy I saw your live. I'm happy I made it here. And that's what you want. You want that to be the thing that draws people in. So number 1 is being cognizant of the keywords people are searching so you can then use that in your live. Okay? Doc is the go to help you go live and be successful. Thank you, friend. Hey, Coach Chantel, thank you so much for those populist, friend. So keep that in mind. I want you guys to understand. So then once you're searching that, you take that and you are saying those words in the very beginning. Soon as you hit go live, hey Steve-O, thank you so much for, oh, the shark is, the shark is drinking coffee. Um, so you say those keywords because that countdown's happening. You don't let it to get to 1 and start talking. You start talking as soon as you hit go. So when I hit live, 3 is on my screen, I'm talking. I say TikTok live. That's the first thing I'm saying. Hey, Mr. Treetop, TikTok live. TikTok live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips, new live host tips. I'm saying things that matter to my community. And those are the things people are searching. They're curious about how to go live. All right. And so that's how this works. Tap myself out. You fell off the porch. Thank you, friend. And so keep that in mind. That's what you would do in this case. You're going to start that. Now, you'll see over time as you make it a more regimented routine, you'll see where it improves your visibility, more people are coming in, and you'll see how that's going to help improve. All right. Penny, thank you for the follow. Um, so the other one, I'm going to do 1 or 2 more. What did I see? So we said skincare. I'm just going to show you the other ones real quick so you guys can kind of get the drift here so you can kind of understand what is going on. So we said blended families was another one. Let's see. You might want to see, let's see if blended highlights. Okay, I'm going to put blended family issues popped up. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do FAM. Okay, so I just started spelling a little bit. It says blended family issues, blended family parenting, blended families with kids, blended family boundaries, goals, advice, perfectly blended family wall decor. I said blended, yeah, blended family wall decor. So that one here, that's one that's in there. Okay, so you would go and again look at that. Michaela, let me know if you're in the room if you caught that. Thank you for the money gun. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. I would like to do a live on marriage since marriage for over 35, almost 35 years. Okay. What title would I use? Again, you would search maybe on this screen here on the home screen, marriage, just put in marriage and see marriage, long marriages, marriage advice, and see what pops up for you. I would, and if you're curious about what to do for that, take that prompt and ask again, Chat GPT. So copy paste it. Thank you, Miss Kayla. Hey, favorite. Look at your friend. Thank you for that. Favorite RT Nikki. Thank you, friend. Um, you said, hey y'all, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. So take what you just wrote for me in that explanation, Bluey, and I'm here and caught it. You caught it? Okay, perfect. And so Take that, run it through ChatGPT and say, what are the keywords I would use? Okay? And see if it'll give me a list of 10 keywords to use for my target audience on this topic. Okay? And see what comes back. All right. Hey, Flourish, welcome to the room, friend. Um, long distance relationships. So let's see. Thank you so much, BU. How you doing, friend? Look forward to connecting with you later. Let's see. Be right back. I have MS, but didn't want to restrict to that. But maybe coping chronic illness. What is the search for that? And again, it could be that. It could be chronic illness. And it'll say coping strategies with what if you're torn about what is keywords, I would say maybe run it through ChatGPT first. If you have a topic concept that you want to cover, you can ask it for a list of keywords. You can ask it to search maybe different phrases. So chronic illness, it could be MS, particularly if you wanted to make it very niche specific. Um, I would almost encourage you to maybe make it a little niche specific because, again, as you have different people coming to your room, it could be something that maybe it becomes too broad, and then you're not able to really support the people who are really your target audience. Does that make sense? People who will relate to what you're experiencing, because your journey might be very different than somebody else's. So I would just kind of talk, maybe nuance it a little bit more, just in case. Yes, it does. Yeah. So you said, okay, thanks. Hello, friend. Good morning, good morning. How you doing, mama? And money flow. Mine is really daily motivation and positive mindset. Okay. So, and again, put those keywords in there. It might be, again, when you're talking about your demographic, remember we talked about the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points. Your demographic might be, again, women over a certain age. Maybe it's people, maybe it's women, maybe it's people in retiring, those type of things where you're able to kind of talk to your audience. Yeah. So this is not create a search insight feature. No, this is actually the search. Create a search insights, you could do keyword search, or you could do a search feature there too. What I like about this is that it's giving you the terms listed this way. Create a search insights, I don't think it does it this way. I don't think it's there yet. It's like doing its own little thing because it's searching for trending topics, which is sometimes slightly different. You can also see the list of content gaps too, based on what your traditional topics are. But when you want to look for a keyword search, it seems as if the search bar is probably the better way to look at all the different options. That's what I would tell you within TikTok. And again, there's so many different AI tools out there. You could decide which one works best for you. ChatGPT and OneCloud will give marketing advice too. Yes. Yep. They will. Yep. Yeah. So did you get me, Pam? I might have caught your first comment when you said, where are you searching? So this is TikTok's home screen. So this is in TikTok. Yep. So yeah. So that's what that is. And then my friend who had long distance relationships. So when you search there, long distance relationship, meeting, hotel, advice, gifts, relationship struggles, ideas, long distance relationship tips, date ideas, TikTok ideas, device. And so just know that those are all different topics that you might want to think about and cover. Okay. And again, saying those keywords are really important. Okay. Let me know if there's other questions about that. Did y'all get what I gave? Did you catch what I gave? Let me know if you caught it. Can you go over clearing my cache again? Yes. So when you're on your home screen, you click your three dots in the corner, scroll down to settings and privacy. Now you're here. You're gonna scroll down a little bit. It's toward the bottom. This should be up in here. I think it's up free space. Let's check that. Caches. Clear. That's what you would do. Okay. Free space. Yep. Caught it. All right. Was that helpful? Ms. Treetop, did you catch that? On your profile, 3 lines, settings, privacy. Scroll down to free up space. Okay. Um, when it comes to, thank you so much, friend. When it comes to number 2, I'm only on number 2, y'all. Lord, I'm gonna stay on maybe another 20 minutes. That'll put me at 2 hours. So I'll probably stay on to like 12:30ish. I'll get off. I'm usually by then I'm like hitting a wall. So 2 hours is what I'll do today. But number two, I want you to schedule a live event. Since I'm in such a given mood, I'm gonna see how long this lasts. Thank you for the highlights, friend. We slow learners today. It's all good. It's all good. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna click TikTok Studio. I'm gonna walk y'all through this. We're gonna go to the live side. On the live side, this is called the Live Center. We're gonna scroll down to live events. See that here? There's also a way to get to it on your profile page under the live if you have it there, but we're gonna just click it here. So under here, we have live events. I'm gonna hit create. That's what I just clicked. Welcome to my live. You have 32 characters. You can change that and make that the keyword topic. Remember? That's why we're doing this. Everything you type, everything you watch, everything you say, TikTok's paying attention. So you could use that as part of your topic. So when people are searching for those keywords, they see your live stream too. It pops up in that feed. Remember, we saw the people who are live. So those keywords would be helpful to have as your title here. All right. What's the recommended time length for a video? 7 seconds is what people do on average. 30 seconds and 7 to 30 seconds. Creator rewards program needs to be over 60 seconds. Yes. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you. So we're just going to keep this basic here. This is a 24-hour clock with the time. So we're just going to pick the time that is going on right now. I don't have to change that. Let me go back. It's not going to let me because I'm already at that time. Okay. So there we go. 12:15. We're going to start this. It's a regular live. You got to be careful that it doesn't default to shoppable on my on this account here. It defaults to shoppable, so I have to change it to a regular live. You could put a nice little description again using those keywords. So put your little description there, and then I'd usually turn off audience control. So I have mine off. If you know your topic is more mature in nature, if you're selling something, physical products, digital products, minors cannot purchase. So you have to be 18 years and older to be on the screen. If you have a minor, I don't care if they're 14, 15, 17, do not, I repeat, do not put them on your camera. I know you think it's fine. And when you get that restriction, you're going to be like, why did I get this? And I'm going to say, you had a minor on your camera. So don't do it. You hear my little guy squeaky voice? He will come into the room and you don't see him. You hear him, but you don't see him. How was the weekend? It was great. Thank you for your classes. You're welcome. I found a schedule live last night for today. Love that. Not a problem, friend. So, so yeah. So, schedule your live. I'm gonna hit create. It's gonna think about it. I'm gonna hit done, and then here there is a feature to automatically default this to turn on. It's this one here. Add this live event to all videos. A link will appear on the end of until the end of the event. I turn that on. There's a way to turn it on automatically. I can't remember where it's at. It's under that settings and privacy where I showed Mrs. Treetop, the cache area. I think there's a feature under live. There's a one of the I have to find it. I'll find it for you guys, and if I remember, I'll share it. But there's a way to automatically have this set to on. On this account, it's always on. So I just want to say that out loud. And then I always add it to my story. I always post this. Make the little video. because it's there, and I add it to my stories. Okay. So I do that every time. So we're gonna play around with something. So number 3 is schedule a live event. You can schedule 28 days out. Okay. I need to do it for this account. I usually do schedule like a week out so you guys can see the weeks. But I go live twice a day. I didn't do it this past weekend, because I was traveling with the agency and stuff. And I just didn't sit down to do it before coming live today. So the live for tonight is on here, the 4 o'clock, but I just did today. So I got some homework. I got to do my week out so I can have that stuff already ready to go. Um, the other thing is, so once you have that live event, number three is that you are going to post content. You're going to talk about your live. Talk about you going live. If you don't talk about you going live, nobody knows you're going live. Okay? So advertise and promote that you go live. So on my videos, I have videos that I've done that says join me live. That is only about going live. And then I have videos that I will put at the end of my content, whatever I talked about. And I say, oh, and join me live daily, where I give tips to go live and monetize, and also apply to my creator network agency, launch your income agency. I say that at the end of my videos on purpose. I'm always promoting that I'm a live host. All right. So I would tell you to do that. If you did a video and wanted to post it, this video here I did. So this is the video I posted in my live a few weeks ago. And then you can add the live event. It's not there now, but you can add that live event, and then you can add it to your stories. And in here, when you click that little sticker here and you click the little live event symbol here, that live event we created at 12:15 is there. You can click that one to show up and hit done. And then you can scroll, push that upwards, bring that one down a little bit. And then, hey, you can add it to your story. So it's there. Add it to your story. Okay. So that adding to my story, that method I just showed you, I do that every single day. I take an old video like I just did. And then sometimes I post new videos too, but I just take an old video like I just did, and I go through the steps of add it to my story. I add the event link to it, and I post that event. I add to my stories easily 6 times a day, because I'll do 3 in the morning and 3 for my 4 o'clock afternoon one. And then even in my live, I'm sharing and adding the live to the story. So my stories have videos in there constantly because of me and adding to stories. All right. So add to your stories. You're marketing yourself. You're talking about your live journey, live topic, and make sure you put the time zone, just in case someone from a different time zone comes to your live stream. Okay. When you go live, your circle is red. So when you see, like right here, my circle's red. You guys see that? That's me live. Your circle's red on your post as well. When you post a new video. So that's kind of the benefit of it too, because people can see that you're red right now. If I go to my Dr. Lisa account, let me show you. Just like it's showing here, I'm red here. If I go to this page, if I click on one of these videos, I'm right here. So people know I'm live. All right. So you want to make sure you are communicating that you're live. My live event, it should show up on all my videos. Let's see, does it? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, so it's not there. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Number 3 was promote that you're going live. Talk about your live stream, okay? So you're communicating. So number 2 was marketing. Number 3 was communicating. Number 1 was doing that keyword research. And then number 4. Number 4 is really kind of a catch-all, because it really is making you think about your setup, your board. I talked about the live, the audience control. I talked about the content disclosure. You do your lighting. This is a real background. I always have to point that out. And you have a backlight if you have that, or you have the light over your head. All that lighting matters. All right. So you have your lighting going on as well. Um, my co-hosting. This is an interesting live. I've gotten a lot of co-host requests, so I don't know what's going on. Interesting. Good morning, Rosie. Welcome to the room, friend. Others coming in. Appreciate you being here. Put new in the chat. I'm gonna get off in about 12 minutes, so we'll get off very close to 12:30. Thank you, Tima. Appreciate your friend. Hello, hello. So lighting, sound. This is not a microphone that's on. You hear my phone picking you guys up. And so this particular microphone, I usually use it for my YouTube, but I need to charge my tablet. So the charging cord is in the spot for where the receiver will go. So because of that, I'm here. Today you played in Joker. Say that again. Thank you so much, friend. Um, and so with you said after 5,000 followers, is there a new place to see who visits your page? I'm not aware. Let me know if somebody knows the answer to that. I'm not aware of another place. No, it's just on your profile. Yes, I'm not sure. Somebody who knows answer, feel free to answer that question if there is another place. Um, in the meantime, where's that going? Number 4. Okay, so lighting, sound, your Wi-Fi, your setup for your space. One of my our friends here asked about if you're a guard, if you have animals. I think it was um um oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank, but the farm, somebody on the farm, they are checking to see if they could use film their animals, but they're outside. So I said, you gotta make sure the Wi-Fi is working. That Wi-Fi is key. Okay, I'm back. You say you don't play. Okay, gotcha, friend. And so that Wi-Fi is key, so you gotta make sure you have the connection. What do you use for your microphone and sound? It's my phone, actually. This is a great microphone. It's usually on my tablet, but not today. I just have it here for like prompt. But yeah, a Mahono, I really like it. It does well for my tablet. I wasn't a big fan of it on my phone. I felt like I had to do a lot more setting, like with the to avoid the staticky noise. On my tablet, it does beautifully. So I just use it for that for now. Today, I didn't charge my tablet overnight, so I had to charge it. So I probably could plug it in now, but it does really well. Hey, Seymour Marita, thank you so much for being here. Um, all right, so you have all that set up. Turn on the forms, boards. Who was that asked about the boards this morning? Let me know. Yes or no, my dread. Yes. Would you have that in your showcase? Yes, I do. I do. This is in my showcase. If you click my showcase up here, click my photo. Once you click my photo, you can scroll down to showcase. Should be in my bio here, my mini profile, and then it'll show the Mahono stand mic. It's a wireless microphone. Yep. Hello, friend. What you said? Good morning. It's afternoon now. I know it still feels like it's morning though. Welcome to the room. Okay, so number 4 is all about that setup, making sure you have everything set up. So let me know what are other things that you guys do for your setup. So I said phone, I said microphone, I said I'm sorry, the lighting, I said audio. Hey, ask Dr. Pratt. I said your board. We'll talk about the board in a second. My board is going to be Porch Talk with Pamela. Okay, nice. But still too afraid to start my first live. You got this, Pam. You got it. You could do it. Just start talking. Yeah, what are you afraid of? Yeah. Our community just teared up. Hey, friend. Oh, I just got off my live, not looking at the time. Nice. What time was it? You know now or no? That's good. Yes, do it scared, do it shy. Pamela, you got this. In the beginning, it's going to be crickets, all right? It might be a little low in terms of views. Porch Talk with Pamela. I love the idea. I love the thought of that. Um, Be careful on your boards. You're not supposed to put personal identifying name information. So I might say avoid the name Pam. Don't put Pam initially. I don't think that's been addressed. I don't think you should have your name on there. That's my thinking. Don't put TikTok. Don't put TikTok on the board. That's definitely a no-no. Don't put websites, pricing. Don't put that on your boards. Okay? But yeah, so think about, a number. TikTok boards love numbers. That's a good one to include something with a number on it. Yeah. And then again, something that evokes curiosity, value added, and a challenge. Okay. Hey Solo, how you doing, friend? All right, so I'm not gonna cover boards. I covered boards yesterday in my live, but I think you guys got it. You just go to the settings and where boards is, scroll down, click, I'm sorry, once you get into that, you click the plus symbol in the right corner, click that. I would tell you to avoid the AI boards. So, Julia Jones, let me know if you're still here. The Julia Jones. I do believe you were having some board issues. And so what I would tell you is to avoid the AI boards, the template boards, and click the plus sign so you can create it from scratch. Okay? So you're not using the templates. I think what we've heard is that template is suppressing views, it's glitchy, you're not seeing it in the live stream. There's all types of issues. So create your own. All right? Hey, Solo Chick, look at you, level 13 in the room. Congratulations, friend. The other thing is number 5. Let's talk about number 5. Michaela, you still here? So let me know if you're still here. Uncle Ruckus, thank you so much, friend. Ruckus. Um, this is a lot better. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Yep. Okay. So you're right. People do not always support the live goal. All right. So do you offer services? Do you have Service Plus turned on? Let me know if you offer services. And I was about to say with Superfan too. Service Plus would be one feature. Let me know if you offer Service Plus. Do you do that? Yes, getting into that. Yeah. So we're gonna do a couple of different ways to show it. So service Service Plus is here. If you wanted to set up your room where you're talking about your services, you could also create one of your live goals to pin it and talk about it intentionally as a way to get more information from your viewers, to get them engaged with your services you offer. You can make it where you give like a discount code for people who support your live goal. And you can decide what that is and what it looks like and how do you communicate that. But you can offer that. You can also offer, again, your ebook, and maybe it's not for free, but you can say if you support this live goal, you'll get the ebook too. And you can set it so it's different amounts too. So for example, let's walk this through. So I do Service Plus. I'm chatting about my consultations. I offer free consultations. I don't offer free consultations. That's my bad, my bad. I offer consultations. You can book those with me if you go to my website. I do coaching. You can click this to message me about the agency. So all that's there. I just told you guys I was offering my live strategy guide as an exclusive offer because it is only for people who are in my agency currently. So say I said that whole spiel. So just so you know, I am saying it, but I'm not doing it. So this is just make believe. So you could click your live goal. Okay. And with your live goal, it shows you who contributed to your live goal. You could pin your live goal. If I wanted to pin it right now, before I pin it, I can update it. And I can make it um, so that it is specific. We can say, let's see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm actually doing this real time in the agency. I mean, for not for the agency, for the live stream. TikTok want me to look bad. Okay. And then I'm going to change that to, I'm going to see if it'll let me do it. So I'm going to change it real quick. And we're just going to make it, oh, now I can't find it. That's not right, TikTok. I'm trying to find it. Let's see if we can find it quickly. It jumped. It didn't show it. Let me pick something else then. We will say, give me 1 second, you guys. That's me trying to do it in real time. Okay. We'll say 5. Okay. And we'll say, we'll change this to. So the point of all this is that you want to set this up before you go live. That's it. That's why I said all these things are before you go live, because you could set this up. Okay. So I didn't see any comments. So if you guys wrote comments, I appreciate you. Can you do Faceless Live? I'll talk about that in a second. Just getting into the okay. So you see how this is 30-second pen. I can say the drum pop equals discount code for live strategy guide. Hey, friend, thank you so much. Appreciate the panda. But if you click that, and I'm only giving it away for 5 people, the 5 people who grab it, the drum pop will get my discount code. And so you can make that part of your strategy. You could pin it. And as you're talking throughout your live, you pin your Service Plus, you talk about different services you offer, and then you can see, you can pin that some more. I think you can pin things every 3 minutes. Can I do this? And even if I have a panel up, I love that. The panel, yes. Let me show. And I know you do panels, so let's pretend like you have your panel up, okay? And I know you do shorter panels. Your panels are not real big. Wait 1 second. Okay, let's tapped out my room for a second. So pretend like we have the panel up. Let's pretend like we have the panel up, and then you ask, can you pin? So I know you could pin Service Plus, so I'm gonna pin my Service Plus. Service Plus is there. So I know you could do that. And then let's see, when I'm gonna let this time out, we'll see if I could pin the live goal again. And you talk about your services and stuff. And you decide, that's why I said it's a strategy you want to plan before you go live. So you're not having to spend time like I was doing with changing the words out and stuff like that. But you can make that something that, again, you pin it and say, okay, here's the exclusive offer I'm providing. Hey, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Kevy, thank you so much for being here. And so that Service Plus is pin. It's been 3 minutes. I think I might be okay to pin a live goal. We'll see if it works. If it's going to let me. No, it's grayed out still. So I got to wait. I got to wait for it because it'll gray out. You only can do it every 3 minutes or so. So I still have to wait. Thank you so much for that level up cake, friend. Congratulations. But you can repin it and then talk about it. We'll pin it in a second and see if it actually works. Actually, let me pin one of the other ones. Let's do that. We'll pin the Superwoman. Okay, yeah, you can pin it. See, the Superwoman, because there's 3 gifts, it still has the word with the drum pop. So you want to pin the right gift, but you have to wait every 3 minutes to pin it. Okay? So to answer your question, you can pin it with your panel boxes. But you do see it overlaps one of the panel boxes too. Thank you. You're welcome. So keep that in mind. That's part of the topics. That's part of things you want to do. Cool. Yeah. So again, that's the strategy. That's where you're like, what do I want people to do? And how do I get them there? Okay. So what am I offering? What am I saying? What matters to my room? I usually use viewer wishes. Let me talk about viewer wishes real quick. Um, because I want people to see this. And so this is viewer wishes. You see where I have the top one that says pink pink? Again, before you go live, you can set up viewer wishes. So you can change out the gifts. You can change out the words. This is a TikTok template. Change the gifts, change the words, and you can essentially have it where people are getting information from you because they are using viewer wishes. All right. They want a full, like if you're a tarot card reader, I want a full reading. I'm gonna send that gift. And so where the heck is that? That is under the interact button. I'm going to show you guys. So again, number 5 is about that strategy before you go live. I want you to set things up before you start the live stream. So you think about how your room is going to flow. What are you asking people to do? How do you want them to engage? What do you need to tell them that is associated with your live stream and the topic? Oh, I get it. I couldn't figure out the point of that. Yeah. Now, viewer wishes, keep in mind, TikTok has this disclaimer because really it could be fun and games, it could be serious or whatever that you're doing because there's some people who use it for like their business strategy. If you want information, you're going to have to do these other things. But TikTok says it like, hey, you can't make a live host do something they don't want to do. And you don't have any rights because you sent that gift. Okay. So TikTok puts that disclaimer out there as a way for you to know, like, look here, don't you try to bully our live hosts. If you said something, then yeah, the live host should honor it, but they don't have to. All right. So I like that TikTok protects us in that way. So just so that you know, it's not just, oh, we are going to automatically do this. But at the end of the day, you do want to honor whatever you put up there. So, um, and it is supposed to be intended to be fun and games, kind of fun, gamey. So you figure this like, I'm going to say pink, pink if you send the winks. And I'm going to change this. So in the live, you can change it too. One live host is the chipmunk voice for her gift. Is she does the voice changes. I like that. I like that. So if I change with the viewer wishes, you can change it in real time. So I have it currently saying pink, pink. It originally said wink, wink. I'm going to change it back to wink, wink. And all I did was click viewer wishes again and hit the edit pencil. And it took me to that screen. And now it says wink, wink. You see that? So you can change it. Hey, Lady Reds, welcome to the room. And so, yeah, so many different options. Check out other live hosts to see how they use it, what they do. I was in my live yesterday. I was showing this. So let me see if it's still there. So when you go live, I'm going to click the live side. So under the live side, you see settings. I'm sorry. I don't want settings. Apologize. I want interact. These are the interactive tools. Your wishes. And you see where I have it here. I have the crown and full read. If I click this little arrow, that little pencil right there, I can change out the wording. So I may say mini read. And then it's there. And if I want to change the gift, could be a gift to come up as a guest. Yes. You actually can set that in the guest settings. That's not here. You can set that at the guest settings because in the multi-guest panel, there's a circle. And under that circle, you can click. And people who send a certain gift, a coin amount, can get access to your panel boxes. So yeah, you can make that a requirement. So if somebody sent, 500 coin gift or whatever it is, yeah, they can get access and you can make it set that way. You said thanks for all you're doing for us. Yes. Does the viewer wish keep track of everyone that participated? Yes. So if somebody wants to support the viewer wish, what you could do is supported by the wink winks. If you click it after you support, you'll see the screen that pops up and it says wish queue. You can see where you're at in the queue. Also can't get the third gift box, so I only have the one gift box. TikTok said they're only rolling those out to over time. It took a minute for me to get mine. I tried to get it for someone else and TikTok was real. They still don't have it. They said they did have it, like um TikTok said they corrected it and fixed it because the person was getting it at one point, but then it went away and it's still not fixed from what they said. So I think they're going to have to submit a help desk ticket in. Okay, so now if you guys click the viewer wishes, just click the box, you'll see the wish queue. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you guys. Hello, Ruthie. How you doing, friend? Shaking my head. Yeah. I would say put a help desk ticket in and see what they say though. Yeah. Um, and then when you click the gifts, I was gonna change this out. I was showing you guys. So once you click the gift, you can decide what you want it to look like. I don't know. I'm just gonna put the glasses. And so that's it. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. I am, Ruthie. Thank you so much for asking. And so let me know if you got that, Michaela, but that's where viewer wishes is located. So it's under the interact button. If you don't have interact, there's a little arrow. You might want to click that right above effects to show that second line, because everybody should have 2 lines on that side. So that's number 5. I'm gonna stop there. I actually have I'll talk a little later in the 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit more about number 5. I may even try to start with number 5 just so that you guys can get as much out of that as possible. Okay. In the meantime, I am going to get off here. I've done 2 hours and almost 10 minutes. I'm going to get off before this is going to be a longer live than I wanted it to be. This is great information. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate you all. I'll talk a little bit more in the 4 o'clock. We're going to talk about some of these campaigns that are coming up because we are in the midst of Community Fest. I want you guys to understand Community Fest. It's going to start up later this week. And so that way you can engage in that as well. This is going to be on YouTube, so it's all recorded. You said you missed most of it. That's totally fine, friend. Yeah, so you can go there and watch it. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares, for all the watching, all the gifting. I appreciate it tremendously. I will be back. I love that you do. Oh, you're welcome, friend. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Ruthie, for the rose. I appreciate it. I will be back later. I appreciate all the support. Remember, practice makes progress. All right, you're not trying to be perfect. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. I will catch you guys later. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.